Welcome to the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing out there? You still laying in bed? You still getting up and listening to the biggest show in the world? What's happening out there? I hope everybody cashed. I got both my dogs on the line who had very good nights and very good weeks. And first of all, I got to welcome back the Dream. What's up, kid?
Hey, what's happening, Sports Bettors TV? What's going on out there? It is Sunday. I'm back, energized and feeling good. What's going on?
Oh, man, you've been rocking and rolling, kid. You're on a legendary run, dude, and I applaud you for that, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And
I
I got
do the best I can. Just putting some of the plays out there for the rest of the folks. Hopefully, people are getting on board and making money. We're all about helping, making money, and helping everybody do what they can to beat the bookie at all costs possible.
All day. And I got my boy, the evil genius, that had a pretty good day yesterday. What is going on, brother?
What is going on? That is right. Maryland, Duke, LSU, Nova, Tulsa, Illinois, Boise, and we hit that big Boise money line along with some teasers. You know, just a huge night. Just loving life and cashing tickets, brother.
All day, man. Well, my day didn't start off so well. I had Oklahoma first half, which blew up in my face. But I ended up losing a little bit of money with Yale. But then I ended up closing out the night with the Grizzlies, coming back and winning and beating Minnesota. And, you know, I lost. I gave back a few dollars. But you know what? I'm not mad about it because it is what it is. And we got a huge ticket today, guys. Dream, recap what you had going on, brother.
Oh, dude, listen. You talking about yesterday?
Sure, yeah. Go over yesterday, sure.
Dude, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it because my stuff makes people uncomfortable. Bottom line is, look, you know what? I can't. All I can say is, it's out there. It's been put out there. If you're on it, you're on it. If you're not, whatever. I ain't even talking about it no more. Because people get. I start stepping on toes a little bit. People get a little uncomfortable with my style. So I'm gonna pull back a little bit. Because you know, the hate mail starts coming in. You know, first thing in the morning, try to take a little bit of the steam out of my day, and I ain't having it today. I got other issues to worry about.
Hey, brother, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that as long as you're cashing tickets.
Hey,
that's all that matters.
Dan, you couldn't.
Money line, I don't care.
Hey, when I was getting pounded baseball season, wasn't nobody talking about, oh, you need to stop talking about how you keep losing every day at baseball.
We'll fix that this year, Dream. We'll fix that this year.
Oh,
no
definitely.
Doubt, man. Just listen. Listen, you guys. You don't know, and I know a lot of the SBTV Nation does know. The month of February for me right now has been it's been an absolute incredible month. You know, starting with the second half of the Super Bowl, and it's just been unbelievable ever since. I mean, like I said, some of it is patting yourself on the back. You know, some of it's entertainment, some of it's bragging, some of it's whatever you want to call it. But all of it is mostly just showing another style that other people might be comfortable with. It is. You are risking heavy money, but you are getting, you know, rewarded in the end. If your winning percentage is high, and that's just how I roll. A lot of people don't like the way I play or whatever I have, but I'm sorry. This month, the proof is in the pudding.
Yes, sir, man. So big ups to you guys, both you guys, man, for rocking and rolling. And you know, I'm gonna have to, you know, and I'm not feeling. Usually when I lose, I feel a little gun shy. I'm not feeling so gun shy today. I feel really good because of the steam we got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. There's some great stuff on this college card today if you look for it. Not a huge college card, but I'm sure you got some puck going on. Man, let's cash some more tickets. Let's just keep it going. And here's the thing, guys. You know, whether you bet spreads, whether you bet money line, hey, we love you all, and that's just the way it is. However you choose to spend your money as a man or a woman, and you're making money, who cares?
Let's go. That's it, baby.
Make money together.
People care unless you. So that's why sometimes you gotta be. You know what I always say? Like the millionaire dude has his money. Wears like baggy clothes and ripped up jeans and stuff because he got like $1 million or something in a mattress in his house under the bed. That's how you gotta be in life. Because sometimes when you're mouthy and flashy, people catch feelings.
Definitely. So, guys, real quick, I want to bring something up on a side note here that we are looking into here at the biggest show in the world. Let me tell you, I got my man, Dr. Dan. He's got some really good investigative stuff that he can do to help us out. But you know what? We had a little situation come up. We have heavy hearts here at Sports Bettors TV, and a story came up where there was we were running a Super Bowl contest to help someone in need. We are looking into it to see exactly what's going on. There's a lot of people that are questioning it. So we are looking into it. We are doing everything in our power to make sure that thing was legit. And we are all over it. And God help you if it was not, my man. That's all I got to say about that, because that is a very, very serious offense with the legal system. So I'm just going to leave it at that, period. So anyway, guys, let's get back to winning. How about that?
Let's do it.
All day. All right, Dream. So you guys want to go into the scores of yesterday? Anybody got the
I'll do it. I got the scores all day. I just want to say, I don't know if you guys are hearing me. I'm getting a little feedback on my headset. Am I coming through clear?
Yeah, you're good.
You're coming through clear. I'm getting a little feedback myself, just a little static, but I think I'm hearing everybody good.
All right, cool.
All right. Listen, we had Louisville over Florida State, 81-59. We had Maryland over Michigan, 66-56. That was one of my major plays. And you guys won't believe this, but I ended up waking up late, and I missed that.
Oh, yeah, you hit me up with that.
I missed it. I didn't even get to get that in yesterday, all right? But I made up for it, so it was no big deal. Wichita State, 74-60 over Northern Iowa. Oklahoma, 67-60 over TCU. North Carolina beat Miami, 73-64. The Ville did come through. I was a little bit leery of Villanova. I wasn't saying that they were losing yesterday, but I was saying that they are due a loss, and I would be careful. I didn't really like them in that spot on the road. The game was ugly for a long part of it, but Nova did end up pulling it out in the end. And hey, big ups to them. I think with the dropping of Hatter's Zaga team, should be no surprise.
That's not my team. That's not my team. It's timeout. That ain't my team.
I told y'all that the Zags had no business being ranked number 2 like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I just want to go into that Nova game real quick, because
yes, sir.
What you saw there is why Nova is such an extremely dangerous team. Look, they gave up 40 in the first half. They were down 7. Next thing you know, they just came out and they basically, just doubled up Xavier. They shut him down defensively in the second half. They are a legit team that can hang with anybody in the country.
Oh, no doubt. But my thing is, now the flip side to that is, though, you want to do that against a Duke, you know what I'm saying, a Wisconsin, or even a Kentucky. Guess what? You're not going to pull that back and catch a win. You know what I mean? That's my and don't get me wrong. I love this. My Nova. I love Nova. This is my team.
No,
I think they're the third best team in the NCAA. I think it's Kentucky, it's Duke, and then it's Villanova. I love them to death, but they play around a little bit too much sometimes on the road with situation. They should have blew. Honestly, they really should have blew Xavier out.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, but they basically did in the second half, and I think, what I'm taking into account there, and I kind of expected it to go that way in the first half. Xavier senior night. They come into a hostile crowd. They did not shoot the ball well. They did not defend well in the beginning, but they were still hanging in there. And when they got into the halftime locker room, they were able to turn around. Going into the tournament, I think being on neutral sites, is going to really benefit them. They're not going to face that crazy hostile crowd. Most crowds will probably be slightly in their favor for most of the tournament. So, I think that's where I see them doing big things.
All right. Hey,
no doubt, definitely.
You know what? Especially with Zags falling off, Villanova's got a really good shot at getting a number 1 seed.
Oh, I think they're a lot. I mean, as long as they win out, which I think they will. I think they're a lock for number 1 seed, regardless of what happens in their tournament. I think that's pretty much a lock, and I think Kansas. Even though it was close yesterday, you got to start talking about them as a number 1 seed after the Zags go down.
Yeah, I do it.
I would love to talk about Kansas as a number 1 seed, too. I can't wait to see them number 1 because they might lose in the first round.
I don't think so, brother.
But they're moving up, though, bro. Everybody with the Zags getting popped yesterday, that moved a lot of that made a lot major movements going to happen tomorrow.
All right.
It's going to be pretty crazy.
Hey, we'll see where it lands. But, the Zags will probably end up, a number 2 or number 3 after that loss?
I would pop them farther. I would say
too.
A 3. I would say a 3, but I wouldn't be surprised to get a 4. Look, I've been saying this all year, and I fully expected, I took the Zags yesterday. I fully expected them to come out and really dominate that game against the BYU team, who isn't that bad. So I knew they were going to get up for it. It was, obviously an important game. That conference is so bad that the Zags are in. I wouldn't be surprised. And I've said this in the past, if they drop to a 4, I could see them losing. I could see them losing to a team they play. Obviously, it depends on who they draw, but they look vulnerable. They do not look that good.
You know what the thing is, too, is when you get out and look at some of those West Coast programs, there's a lot of good records floating around out there.
Yeah, there is.
With these teams that are really shakily suspect. And that's the thing that's really funny out there. I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be real interesting to see where these people get placed and these teams get placed in these brackets. Because, like he said, you get a team like the Zags, they catch somebody like Miami right out the gate.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
I mean, look at BYU ski. Look at BYU came out. You know what I mean? A team like BYU's caliber. You know what I'm saying? That's like 19 and 11 or something like that.
Yesterday shook up a lot of things. I mean, because a lot of people had Boise State out before yesterday. I think they're firmly in now. I think that was a big win for them. I think they're firmly in the tournament. You have a couple teams losing, surprisingly, that kind of shocked me. I mean, out of the Big East too, I think those last 8 or 9 teams are really still up for grabs.
Yeah, they are. I agree with that 100%. I'll just wrap it up with the top 25 scores. North Carolina over Miami 73-64. Like I said, Nova beat Xavier 78-66. And this VCU team, man, I'm telling you, 59-55. We had Butler over DePaul 67-53. Virginia beat Virginia Tech 69-57. Kansas State over Iowa State 70-69. Kentucky 84-67 over Arkansas. For everybody that was real careful with Arkansas yesterday, we had Baylor over West Virginia 78-66. Kansas beat Texas, man. I feel so sorry for Texas because Texas, honestly,
they play hard,
may
man.
not get in. They may not get in this tournament, okay, because they got to take one of them West Coast teams with a dope record. But Texas has had one of the craziest schedules, all right, and I think they got Baylor next at Baylor. I don't know that Texas is making it into the tournament.
I don't think so.
No, and here's the thing: they've lost. I know their schedule's been hard. I mean, it's been ridiculously hard. I mean, if you look at the games they lost, they lost to Kentucky. They lost at home to Stanford in overtime. And then Oklahoma, that's ridiculously hard. And then you're talking about where they had a stretch where they lost 4 in a row, but they played Kansas, then at Iowa State, at Baylor, and then Oklahoma State. I don't know, man, because they've beaten the teams they should beat. And then, like you said, then they got to go. They played at Oklahoma, Iowa State, West Virginia, Kansas, and now they got Baylor today. I mean, that's every loss is a top 25 loss.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Listen, somebody need to talk to their guy. He got to tone down the scheduling a little bit.
I mean, it's all in conference.
I know.
They gotta play each other.
I know, definitely.
But yeah,
That used
brutal.
to be a complaint of Izzo as well. Tom Izzo used to have that crazy schedule for his guys, and they were saying that he might need to calm his stuff down a little bit. Real quickly over in the NBA, guys, which I gave out very early, and for those of you that get on my case about, I do hear my critics with, you can't, anybody could bet, minus 500 to 700 money lines. Well, guess what? We took the Spurs yesterday, plus 120 money line, all right? And they absolutely obliterated the Suns, 101 to 74. And I told you, I loved the Spurs the night before, took them again last night, and I liked them on Wednesday night for their homecoming game against the Kings. So mark that down in your schedule. We had the Pistons losing to the Wizards 99 to 95. We had the Heat losing to the Hawks 93 to 91. A lot of you guys were on the Heat yesterday. I know that the Hawks did rest 4 starters, but the Heat, I don't know, but whatever. The Knicks beat the Raptors 103 to 98, which is a complete shocker to me. I don't know what is going on in Toronto.
2 in a row.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lake Show.
Lake
Show's on a 3-game winning streak. The Knicks are on a 2-game winning streak, and Philadelphia 76ers won on Saturday night, kids. So
Weren't the Knicks 17-point dogs at home or something yesterday?
13 and a half.
You took the Knicks money line.
Listen, it was insane if you took the Knicks money line, and if you took a money line, hats off to you. The only person that I know I've got to give out credit because they were the only one that hit me up and talking about the Knicks was Gamblers Bets. Gamblers Bets hit me up. He was begging me to take the Knicks. I'm like, dude, I don't play garbage teams, so whatever. Then he hit me up last night after they won, and he's like, I told you. I'm like, dude, guess what? Do you think I feel bad? I don't play garbage teams.
Hey, big ups to him for taking that, though, man.
Big ups to him. He showed me the pictures of it. We talked about it. Listen, it wasn't one of them hitting me while the game is going on, and I go, look what I did. It wasn't one of those, or after the fact, like I get a lot of times. Wasn't that my man hit me up like the night before he and I are discussing it? Okay, the same way I gave out the Spurs yesterday, like 9 o'clock, like 10 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon. He gave me the Knicks the night before. All right, and then he begged me to take him yesterday, like around 3 o'clock, and I'm like, dude, kick rocks. Don't talk to me about taking the Knicks because that's not even up for discussion. And sure enough, he cashed. So, hey, hats off to him, man. We had the Grizzlies over the Timberwolves, 101 to 97. I know Hatter was all over that.
Yep. Yeah, the Grizzlies was a stomach ache, and I gotta be honest with you. Be careful betting against this Minnesota team these days. They have become to be a pesky team. Memphis was down in the fourth quarter, bro. I was like,
the Grizzlies are. Maybe now you see what your boy was telling you about. The Grizzlies are missing that extra. They need another shooter.
Yeah, you're right.
And Papa Bear, I agree. The Knicks were probably playing for Anthony Mason.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers are out to the families over there for Mr. Mason there. Absolutely.
Hey, and before we getting back to some more stuff, real quick with you guys, we got to give a big ups and big shout out to my girl, Ronda Rousey, who came in 17 seconds, laying the smackdown on Cat.
Unbelievable. 13 seconds? Was it 13 seconds?
13 seconds.
Wow,
she just came in and it'll be like how long I will last in a match against one of my haters. Should you show up in my face in Vegas? It's going to be a 13-second beatdown. What's up? Who you with, gang?
Oh, my God.
I am amped as usual.
Definitely. Hey, big ups to my man Crush the Bookie last night. You think he was just as fired up as you with the haters. He was going crazy last night. So big ups to him. Unbelievable,
man. Because you can't. You know what the thing is, man? Yo, we're giving out this stuff for free. Listen, if you've been a participant and watching and just added a tidbit of our stuff to your own stuff week in and week out for this last month, guess what? You should be, if you don't have a check already, you should be calling looking for a check because, Yo, we've been on. I mean, yeah, I am patting myself on the back because guess what? I need one. With what I'm doing right now, I'm calling it.
Get the payout, sir. Get the payout.
That's it. That's it. Hey, on the hockey side, we had the Sabres. Trust me, the minute I start losing, everybody will be talking. You think I'm making a lot of noise about me winning? Wait, let me lose. Let me have a losing week and see what Twitter looks like. Have cats for days talking about how dusty the dream is. Red Wings 4-3 over the Predators. We had the Sabres losing to the Panthers 5-3. The Blue Jackets lost yesterday. The Devils beat them 2-0. The Islanders. This was a very disappointing letdown spot right here for the Islanders. I can't believe they let the Hurricanes beat them 5-3 in their own house at that. That was a bit of a surprise to me.
Son, at the end of the day, they can't win every single game. Dude, it's like 9 out of 10 they win at home. So it's like,
you don't lose to the Hurricanes though at the crib though. It's not really about that you can't lose because you can, but you don't lose to the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes, the Coyotes, you know what I'm saying? Edmonton, that's like the Sixers, you know what I'm saying? Lake Show. You don't lose to them in the crib when you're dope.
Got you. Okay.
All right. The Bruins beat the Coyotes 4-1. You find a way to get that one goal to beat them in the shootout when you're dope. Right. Canadians 4-0 over the Maple Leafs. We had the Flyers over the Rangers 4-2. The Sharks lost to the Senators 4-2. The Avalanche lost to the Wild 3-1. The Blues beat the Oilers 2-1. And we are done with scores. And let's get popping with today. And as you already know, your boy has already cashed a ticket already this morning, as I bet the over 2.5 in the Liverpool-Manchester game. And you guys know, even though I sent the picture out or whatever, I don't give you stuff unless I love it. I obviously am not plugging soccer. I like soccer. I'm cool with it. I do listen to some, and I'm up crazy. So I'm when I'm up, I just dabble with whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
you have
like
to.
that. So I throw some money around here and there. But we did big ups to anybody who hit that. My man Dank gave me that pick yesterday. We were on late night last night going back and forth. Dank happened to like that. I was looking at it myself and I liked it kind of too. So I threw a little money on it. Big ups to anybody who hit that play as well.
All day. Everybody that's retweeting the show right now. Guys, we're coming to Las Vegas in 3 weeks. I can't wait. 3 weeks from today, as a matter of fact. Actually, from yesterday.
If you think I got a loudmouth on Twitter, wait till you see my ass in person. I guarantee you the personality is just as live in person as it is on Twitter and on the show.
All day, all in capital letters, too. I got LVCC, I got Hockey Immortal, I got Buster Carr, I got Eddie E., The Odds Hustle, C. Rodriguez Jr., Bustin' Bookies. Thank you very much for always sticking up for us, brother. We appreciate it. We got Sports Gurus, Papa Bear, Spot Bet, Yodo, Clown Man Swag, the Cyber Bully. I got Sean Arness. I got Sir Mata, Marlon, Too Tall, Mario Martinez. My Costa Rica connection is going to be down partying with us in Las Vegas. Matty Fresh, Snoopy Betts, and OJFB, just to name a few. Guys, as you know, we're coming to Las Vegas, March 20th through the 22nd, 2015. And we're going to be doing our show at the Rouge Lounge on Friday and Saturday at 12 o'clock. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. So 12 o'clock noon over on Vegas time. And we got our 1-year anniversary party at Beacher's Madhouse. $100, all you can drink, admission to the club. Everything is included in that, man. Can't wait for that. So you think the dream is crazy now? Wait till he's got $100 worth of booze in him. Damn, how you going to be with all that booze in you, brother?
Oh, man, I'm a very chill guy. I'll just be hanging out, loving life. That's how I like to live. I mean, hey, look, you come and you get in my face about something. We got some problems, but for the most part, booze just mellows me right out, brother.
Mellows you out. Nice. I got a little something that mellows me out, but I can't bring it in there.
I'm right there with you.
Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful words by the evil genius. All right, man. Hey, since you're a doctor, can you get it prescribed to us medically? Or what?
The doctor actually already has his card.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, the doctor is a legal doctor.
Oh, I love it. All right. So let's get into the NCAA matchups. And I got to tell you right now, I got a game that's really kind of sticking out at me, and I can't figure out the line. And I know this team is in a must-win situation that they're playing against, but you know what? I watched this team, and I think they're going to smack it down today. Dude, you got SMU ski coming into UConn, and SMU is +1? What's that all about?
I see them anywhere from +1 to -1.
I got right now. I got to pick them or +1. Dude, I got to take SMU ski like big time here. I don't know. I mean, they got that little Moore kid running around. He is banging. They're super athletic, and I just think that they may be down at the half, but I think they win this game. Dan, what's your take on this?
I'm with you. The only reason I'm not taking this game is because I've seen UConn do some stupid stuff at home where, like, games they shouldn't win at all, they somehow win. But honestly, my lean is that they crush them. Look, they played them on the 14th, like half a month ago, and they beat them by 18 points. They absolutely killed them. Granted, in their building, but this SMU team is legit. They went into Memphis game yesterday. I think they come to Connecticut and take care of business. I mean, they're 23-5. For them to be +1 to a 16-11 bad UConn team doesn't make sense to me.
Dream, what's your take on this?
I don't know, man. Listen. That line is indicative that apparently somebody thinks that UConn has quite a good chance of beating SMU. You're talking about two programs that know absolutely nothing about each other. I mean, I know that basketball isn't reinventing the wheel, but I mean, you're talking about two teams that know absolutely nothing about each other, and for some reason, somebody who created that line thinks UConn is very capable of beating SMU. We talked about the West Coast and how that shit is. Excuse me. Oh wow. What did I just say? How it's kind of weak out there. Excuse me. How it's kind of weak out there. So I'm not touching this. I have no clue. I'm staying away from it.
Dude, I am all over SMU today. I am all over that, dude.
The problem I have here is UConn might see themselves as still having a shot at this thing. At 16-11, they're 9-6 in conference, right? And look, SMU 23-5, they're 14-2 in conference. I don't know, man. That's why I'm staying off this game, because it's in UConn's building. I know they got killed, but that's going to come into play. I do think SMU is the better team. I do expect them to win. I just can't do anything. I mean, I just can't touch it. UConn's been good at home, though.
Yeah, they have. They have. I mean, listen, not to talk anybody off the ledge with this or whatever, but SMU is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games period. 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games on the road. UConn is 5-2 straight up in the last 7, 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games at home. So looking at this, but they're UConn is on a 5-game winning streak at home though. So there's not really much of a line here. I'm taking SMU. I'm gonna take them plus money on a money line. That's what I'm gonna do. So that is my first play of the day. You know what? Yesterday I was having such a.
They're actually on a 7-game winning streak at home, kid. I'm just seeing here. And the last game they lost, they took Temple to overtime. Temple's a legit team. And then if you look at the last home loss before that, it was Duke, and they only lost by 10. That was December 18th. So, look, I'm with you. Good luck. Best of luck to you. I just can't go against UConn at home.
All right, I got you. I hear you. I mean, it's going to be a stomach ache all day. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a stomach ache. But you know what? I'm all right with the stomach ache today because I just think that the better team will prevail. I really do. So, hey, if I get punched in the face, you know what? It is what it is. I did it to myself. But I'd be really pissed if I stayed off this game and SMU wins. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, who am I to talk anybody off a game?
Yeah.
Just happens to be one of the 100 that I'm not taking, but
All right, we got Marquette coming into Providence today. We got to take a look at what this line is here. We got Providence is minus 8.5 to 9 points. Marquette's pretty bad on the road. Providence, I expect them to get the job done. But Dream, have you watched any of these teams?
I've watched Providence. I like what Providence do. I like what Providence does, but you know what I mean. I'm stuck. I've been wrestling with this. Yeah, exactly. I've been wrestling with this stuff this morning. I'm trying to come up with something, as we're doing the show a little bit. I'm thinking about it back and forth. I'm kind of leaning Providence, but I'm still stuck a little bit. I'm kind of a little bit gun shy this morning with certain things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I get it. I get it.
I've already put in my place, so what I'm giving you guys is actually already in with my books, and I'm all over this Providence team today. I watched Providence too, and I remember that game that they lost at Marquette because I was all over them at Marquette and they lost. Marquette is an even worse team now than they were, and again on the road, just really not good. And Providence has been playing some good basketball. I know they've lost some games, but you're talking about losing at Xavier, losing to Villanova, and that was a close game to the end. And then at Villanova, they obviously got smoked the other day, which, hey, there's no shame in that. Villanova, like Dream said, top 3 in the country. But they're going to take it to Marquette today. I think they also really need this win. I mean, they're 25th in the country right now, 19-9, 9-6 in the Big East. I don't think they can't afford to lose this game, and they're gonna be pushing real hard the whole game. That's why I'm all over Providence. I think they easily win by double digits.
Okay. All right. Taking a look at it. Let's see here what we got as far as these two teams are concerned. I know Marquette has been really bad on the road, and here it proves it. 1-8 straight up in the last 9 games on the road. Look, current streak, loses of 4 straight. And Providence is 14-3 straight up in the last 17 games at home. So you probably got to take Providence on a money line here, but they'll probably cover the spread, Dan. I think you're right about that, but I'm gonna just stay away from that because I like SMU better, to be honest with you.
Fair enough. I like points, and I got a few games that I like today, so we're rolling points.
That's a shocker. Dr. Dizzle got a few games that he likes.
only 5 today. I had
all right.
14 plays yesterday, but I went 10-4, so it's all good.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look and keep it moving here. So we got the big one here. We got Sparty coming into Wisconsin today. I know a lot of you guys are foaming at the mouth seeing Wisconsin coming off that big loss at Maryland. Wisconsin is anywhere from an 8.5 to 9-point favorite. Dream, I'm going to let you start with this one, kid. What you got?
Yeah, you guys.
What you got?
I'm digging. So what you got? I like that. Why'd you give me this one to start with, by the way?
Because I have a feeling. They just came off a loss, so it's a spot bet and blah, 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 blah. I know you're going to be all over it.
Yeah. I'm loving Wisconsin. However, that being said, I am cognizant of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State Spartans are coming into town, and they will be readily prepared. I don't think you can shy away from Wisconsin in this spot, especially if you can get them in the hated, dreaded money line situation because they're minus 8.5. Because honestly, you'd be stupid to lay 8. Here's my mentality. Okay, I'm gonna break this down so if you guys can get it. I'm gonna say it's 1,000 times more, but I'm gonna say it one more time. You'd be stupid to take Michigan State plus the 8.5 because could they get blown out by Wisconsin? They definitely could. They could lose by 20. Yep. They honestly could. Okay,
go ahead, Dan.
That's what I see.
So it'd be stupid to take Michigan State plus the 8.5, but could Wisconsin only win the game by 3 points? Hell yeah. Could they only win the game by 7 points or 6 points? Yeah. That's why we're money lining them because while we spread, and I'm not going to take Michigan State and have my fingers crossed that they're not going to get blown out in the game and stay close just because it doesn't cost me the same amount of money. It's just, to me, I just don't get that way of thinking. I know a lot of you think like that out there. God bless you if you do it, and I'm not knocking you or telling you you're wrong in that mentality, but I'd rather sit at home with the dope home team, okay, with knowing the possibility that my home team at any point could blow out and win. And even if they win by 20, I don't sit back and cry that, I could have made so much more money if I would have just taken a spread.
Right.
Because I was comfortable watching the whole game.
Exactly.
That's just how the dream does it.
I don't like to make myself comfortable. I don't think I'm gonna. But I think I am gonna be comfortable regardless. Here's the thing: you got a Wisconsin team that had an 11-game winning streak. Then they just lost that close game at Maryland. They are pissed off and they're coming home. And I think they really want to show that they can just exert their will on another team. And Michigan State is coming off that bad loss at home against Minnesota, in overtime. And they have played pretty bad against the better teams in the country. Losing twice to Maryland, obviously losing to Kansas, losing Notre Dame, losing to Duke. They haven't stepped up. Obviously, they had that one game at home against Ohio State where they pulled that out. I think Wisconsin comes in and annihilates them.
It's always an annihilation.
Do you ever play a close game?
There's going to be some close games today. This isn't one of them. This is not one of them. I mean, a lot of my games.
The only thing I'm going to say about Wisconsin is if the 3-point shot is. Oh, hey, one more thing about Wisconsin. There is some. Are we sure that the center is playing? Are we sure Kaminsky's in the game today?
My boy was going back and forth with me. My boy Sean here telling me that it's a question mark on him.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I meant to mention that as well. Right, there's a question mark about him being in the game. The only and that being said as well, you definitely we got to check that, make sure he's playing. The other thing is, if they're not draining those threes. And they're not making their outside shots, all right? That always is going to lead for a close game with them because they don't have that athletic. They don't have the athleticism. They don't have the fast break style. They don't have that low post game, and a lot of their guys can't get their own, create their own offenses off the dribble. So that creates a problem for that team if they should go through a little bit of a scoring drought, which is another reason why I more comfortably like to roll with a money line with them. I'm still on the fence about how I'm playing this game today. You're getting me even more amped than I already kind of was because I was definitely leaning Wisconsin. I liked them. I mentioned them a couple of days ago, especially coming off the loss, and now you just with the annihilation with your pep talk.
I just see it the way it is.
Oh man,
you get me. Get me going. You got me flowing, thinking about doing a little something with it. But we got to take another look. We got to make sure that everybody's in play today. Michigan State, they are. I've always said, and I've been saying all season that against an athletic team, Wisconsin struggles a bit defensively. Defensing more athletic guys.
Dream, let me calm you down a little bit. I know he got you amped, but let me throw you the life jacket here. Just be careful because
I love that. Let me calm you down a little bit.
Because you know what, Sparty is a really good team on the road, and they could shoot the 3-ball. So you know what? At the end of the day, I mean, if you're, I'm trying to calm you down as far as if you want to be given those points because.
Oh no, you can't calm me down to that level.
Oh, okay, all right. So then you're good. I'm not even going to say nothing then. I'm not even going to say nothing because.
I have lost. Listen, you guys, and you know this, Hatter, because me and you've been betting for over 20 years together. I have lost more games with a point spread that I'm immune to anybody ever telling me to take a spread. It doesn't even. It's forget it. Because point spread is like kryptonite to Superman. It's like a cross to Dracula to me. All right, that's what a point spread is to me. All right,
a cross to Dracula.
Messing with it. All right.
A point spread is like a cross to Dracula.
That's it.
Love
to
it.
me, it's no.
Wow, man. Anyway, we got another game that's kind of getting me. You want to talk about getting excited? I see the Ohio State University playing Purdue today, and I see a little bit of a revenge spot because Purdue did beat them last I remember. So
I want to hear Doc's take on this.
Yeah. Let's hear about the annihilation on Ohio State University, Dan.
No, I do think that Ohio State wins this game pretty big. Because and why I think that is, so D'Angelo Russell, what I thought was a hamstring, it turns out it was just a thigh bruise. So he's gonna play today. And I honestly think that he's probably the second, maybe third best player in a deep NCAA class right now. I mean, the kid can just take over a game. He's very impressive. And look, I just think Ohio State needs this game. I mean, it really just comes down to that. It comes down to will. It comes down to revenge. It comes down to at Ohio State, which is a crazy place to play. They lost those 2 road games, Michigan State and Michigan, but at home, I mean, their last 2 home games, they've won, beat Nebraska by 26, beat Penn State by 20, beat Maryland by 24 points at home, beat Indiana by 12. I think that, Purdue going into Ohio State's in a lot of trouble today, boys.
I think I'm going to lay the points with that.
I'm all over it.
I think I'm going to lay the points with that. I think I'm going to get it down to 8, though, just to be safe. Because that half point always screws me. That half point, or that hook, I can't stand the hook, man. So you know what?
I think this game is going to be a bit tighter than we think it may be. You talk about Ohio State needing to win. I also believe that Purdue is in the same situation, needing to win. This Purdue team isn't that bad either. Ohio State, man, they are good at home. I'll give them that. They're dope at home. They play well at home. But, some of the stuff that they do on the road, you can spot them doing some of that stuff at home as well. They get away with it, in some circumstances, that, they don't catch a whistle or, the other team gets a whistle, in that situation. But, if Ohio State falls a little bit out of sorts in this game, it can be a potential for a stomach ache. This point spread, I think the point spread's really high. I think it's really high in this game because I think these teams are a little bit more evenly matched than it's shown in this point spread. That being said, I'm not going to take a dog on the road in Ohio. I'm not taking no 18-year-old kid in Ohio State on the road +9 either because that's not a good look as far as I'm concerned.
No.
And here's the thing with this game that we all got to realize is that Ohio State with a win. Because, obviously everybody expects Wisconsin to win today, obviously stay in the 1 seed in the Big Ten. Ohio State could move all the way up to the 3 seed where they're right now at like the 6th, just because they're in conference record. So this is actually a pretty big game, for Ohio State because that Big Ten, that conference championship is going to mean a lot as far as seeding goes. So.
Definitely.
See what happens.
Definitely. The conference matchups are going to be really, really good, man. So we'll end up seeing where those end up at the end. But taking a look at them, I mean, they're 8.5 to 9-point favorites today. I just love this Ohio State team at home. When they're on the road, it's different. You know what I mean? But at home, they just feed off that energy. They're like dunk monsters. They're dunking every 2 minutes. It's just exciting to watch. But it's a 7:30 game tonight, guys. So take a look at that one, and we'll go from there. But you guys,
again, look at who they've beaten at home. Some very, very impressive home wins.
Absolutely. So all right. So we'll keep it moving with that. Do you guys see any other college basketball games that you want to take a look at? Dream, I'm going to start with you. Do you see any others that you're considering?
Hold on, I just came off the page, and I know I have one other, and that is the Oregon. I believe it's Oregon Stanford.
Oregon's at Stanford. Stanford's given 6 to Oregon.
I think
Listen,
we're on the same page here.
I've been all over this Oregon team for most of this season. I've been talking about them and talking about how well they have played. This is a bad spot, though, I feel like, for them, as I think that Stanford is probably going to get them in this spot. And I think Oregon, I don't know if Oregon's done enough to I would guess 21-8 for them should be enough. But once again, we're back on that scenario where I'm saying, these West Coast teams with these good records coming in this tournament, and Stanford's back is against the wall because 18-9 is not enough. They need to get a win here in a bad way. Bad spot for Oregon, as I think Stanford is probably going to win this game.
See, I actually disagree with you, and for a couple of reasons. Right now, I think every bracketologist that I look at this morning has Stanford out. You have an Oregon team that I think is firmly in. If you look, I mean, they beat Utah.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's a top 10 Utah team. They just won at Cal and really actually ran Cal out of the building. I know Cal's not that good. Stanford, to me,
I was the only one who was believing in your Oregon against Cal. All the other professionals want to take Cal.
Look, I know that.
Told me that I didn't know what I was talking
about. I know Stanford's won 2 in a row at home, Cal and Oregon State. Okay, but they came off those 2 bad road losses. Man, I like Oregon here plus the 5.5. And I'm going to probably put a small money line play on Oregon. I think Oregon's actually underrated with a 21-8 record, and they haven't played poorly on the road. I think that they come and they come and play and they take care of business.
All right, man. All right, we'll see. We'll see where it ends up. But that game
is a tough game because Stanford's got to. They're in a. Like you said, Oregon's probably done enough to get in, and Stanford has not. Maybe so. A win here, Stanford could start their argument against this Oregon team. And then Stanford's at home. This is I just think it's a tough spot with Oregon. And the other thing is, Oregon's got a lot of. To me, it's got that look like. And I know I hate making the setup and sucker play because then that makes it sound like the games are predetermined, but. You had Oregon win a couple of big games here, and now here they come rolling into Stanford. A lot of eyes are on Oregon. A lot of people who would have been betting Stanford are probably leaning towards betting Oregon, and it's that old saying, "Don't believe the last game you saw necessarily." So a lot of people who are all over Oregon for because they beat, like you said, because they beat Cal, are discrediting Stanford a bit. To me, after you say that, I think it's a stay away from spot.
So are we safe to say that? Are we safe to say that the three of us agree with Ohio State and Wisconsin winning their respective games?
I mean,
I agree.
I'm on the points, though.
Money line, yeah.
Yeah, all right, but
all
right, yeah. If we were to money line it, those 2 teams would be ideal, provided Kaminsky's playing. As long as
as long as Kaminsky's playing, exactly. Yeah, we got to have Kaminsky in Wisconsin. Definitely got to have him. The only other game that I think of as it is a safe game, but I don't think you can money line. You guys can't. I probably could, but UCLA is playing Washington State, and I'm expecting UCLA to roll all over them. I mean, that's a kind of a no-brainer. That doesn't have a lot of. It's not like it takes any skill to figure out UCLA is going to win that game.
Yeah. The only other game I'm on, which is a real junkie play, is Houston at home against South Florida.
I'm with you. You're absolutely right. Go ahead. No. Go hit that. I love that. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, the only win that South Florida has had in the last 15 games was at home against Houston. They beat them by 2 points. Both teams are very bad, but Houston plays really, really tough. And they've had kind of a tough schedule. I think they very, very handily at home take care of USF.
Listen, Dan, I love you just picked out that game. I wanted to talk about it, too. I saw it yesterday, and I said, you know what? Houston's going to kill South Florida. It should be an easy game for him to win. Everything you said is right. The programs are at 2 completely different levels. I love Houston today in this spot. You guys know I never give the points, but if you were going to give points, listen, Houston should win this game by 10 points minimum. Beat South Florida, and they'll probably win by more. I love Houston in this spot. Great call, Dan. It is a junky game. It's not a game that I would usually play, but because I'm up a little bit, I'm going to probably throw a couple of coins on it. I do like this game.
All right. Cool. So any other? Let's just see. Houston's 5.5 to 6 point favorite. All right. So let's jump into the NBA because we got my boy playing, but I'm a little concerned about the game because I think Kyrie Irving is questionable. I don't think he's going to play this game. To be honest with you, I could be wrong. We got to evaluate it as we get closer. But let's see. You got. Speaking of that game, we've got. Where is it? So Cleveland, it's 3:30 game. They're going into Houston, and Cleveland is both teams. This is crazy, man. They're both. You could get either one of them at an underdog today at +1 or +1.5. Under over 208.5 to 209. This is a bad spot here. I don't like this game. I think this game's got, SMU is going to be a stomach ache for me, but I am not trying to get 2 stomach aches in one day. So I'm going to stay away, and I'm just going to watch and see if my boy could do it without Irving in the lineup and go from there. Dream, what's your take on this Houston? This Houston team's a little crazy at home. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a funny game here. I'm with you. What was the over/under number again?
208.5 to 209.
Interesting. All right, yeah. This game here, okay. The thing that you got that favors the Cavs is it's on ABC. LeBron, obviously, on a Sunday, prime time, or whatever you want to call it, wants to show his tail always with his guys. The other thing is LeBron will go out and play really hard to win this game without Kyrie as kind of like a little message to Kyrie that, we love you, we need you, but we can win without you kind of thing, and I'm kind of the man. So I expect LeBron to, really try to do his thing to get this game won. Then on the flip side of this, you obviously got Houston, who knows Cleveland is coming in. You got Harden trying to do his thing. But I don't feel that in this case, I feel that the Cavs have the bigger chip on their shoulder, if you want to say. Houston, they're kind of that nice, good team. You know what I mean? They're kind of like, friendly and welcoming to their home. But the Cavs are coming in, with that swagger, with that chip on their shoulder, with that attitude that we are the Cavs. I think at the end of the day, the attitude is going to get it done, especially on primetime TV. But like you said, this isn't a game really you want to bet on because it's a stomach ache. You might want to look at the total there if you play totals. If not, I think you should. I think you probably should stay away from this game.
I agree. But 100%.
My lean is Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that lean. It's funny. It's like it reminds me of old Tiger Woods. On a Sunday, he throw that red shirt on, and you just knew that he could be down 2 and he just kill people. That's what I feel like LeBron does.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just put on that Superman cape, and the thing is, you're right. And what I can see LeBron doing is, double-digit assists. No Kyrie there. I lean Cleveland here, but again, you're right. Houston they just bite you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep it moving.
And then Houston, you gotta watch. Houston, you gotta keep an eye on their roster too, because. Every now and then, Harden's not always in. He's played the majority of the season, but you catch them. There's a couple guys on their team that sit out here and there intermittently too with some injuries. So definitely check your injury report before the game because who knows who's playing and who's not.
I concur. So let's keep it moving here. We've got the LA Clips coming into the Bulls today. Oh God, this is an ugly game at 1 o'clock, huh? Both teams you can get up.
What's ugly about that?
That's ugly, man.
Why?
Well, all right. Well, all right. Why don't you
run the Bulls out in the ground?
All right. Yeah.
The only thing ugly should be how the Clippers run the Bulls in the ground.
All right.
As Paul Gasol you're talking about he may not be playing, and if he is, he's coming back from the flu or something. They got no Derrick Rose. The Clippers, they got to get it popping. They need to get some steam and some momentum going back again. They really should take it to the Bulls. And they're another team that likes to show out on national TV. They got ABC. They're on ABC at 1 o'clock. I think the Clippers run the Bulls in the ground personally.
All right, yeah. You could get any team right now +1, which is crazy.
Really?
So yeah. Take a look at it.
What you think, Doc?
Look, I'm not going to pretend to be a big NBA guy. My lean here, just as a gambler, is I'm with you, Dream. I don't see any way the Clippers. Look, if they can't come in and win this game today, that's bad. That's bad. And they're coming off that big win at Memphis on Friday. So they probably got into Chicago yesterday. It's a quick flight up there. My question is, how many of those guys are out partying on a Saturday night? Always something to worry about. And, it's a 1 o'clock game.
I'm going to let you know how many, all of them.
I know Chicago ain't New York and it closes down, but for a 1 o'clock game, but here's the thing, you're right.
When you got millions of dollars in the bank, don't nothing close down, player.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. You're 100% right. You're 100% right there, and that's the thing. Nothing closes down.
It closes down for me, you, and Hatter.
Yeah.
You running in there.
And one of these days I do. I want to run stats on like every NBA game that is a like Saturday or Sunday 1 p.m. game where the team doesn't play the night before, and see how many times that road team loses, because man, those boys go out, they get turned up. That's the only thing that makes me nervous. But like I said, if Los Angeles can't win this game, then that really shows something. That really shows some softness, I think.
No, definitely. I agree with you 100%. And the other thing with Los Angeles is, and I'm glad you just said that too, is they are a Doc Rivers coach team, and you can say what you want about them. He's a good coach. He's one of the better coaches in the NBA. He should have them highly, completely prepared. The Bulls struggle when they're healthy, okay? We saw them losing at home, against booty teams with Rose in the lineup, with Gasol healthy, with no issues. You got a Clipper team. I know they're minus Blake, but you got a Clipper team coming in, running full steam ahead, like you said, coming off the momentum in Memphis. Even if they did party in Chicago, I'm sure the parties don't rival the LA parties that they are accustomed to. So I see no problem with the Clippers coming in and wearing Chicago out.
All right. Hey, guys, listen, anybody that wants any breakdowns of any further games in college hoop or whatever, hit me up on Twitter or DM, whatever. We'll break it down a little bit and go back and forth. But
yeah, and I know some of you guys are asking me about Colorado, that Arizona State-Colorado game. I'm actually on Colorado as well. I can tell you why if you want on Twitter. Feel free to DM me.
Absolutely.
I saw my man Clown Man Swag talking about that.
Yeah, he just threw it out there. That was a game we didn't really get to, but I think Colorado Arizona State just got absolutely annihilated and embarrassed, on Big Boy TV against Utah. Coming into Colorado hasn't been great, but they're not any worse than Arizona State. So I think they get it done today. They definitely win the game.
All right.
I know Clown Man's on the money line. I got no problem with the 2.5 points. I think they win by 5 or 6.
Clown Man's a cyber bully. We don't mess with him anymore. Anyway, we don't condone cyber.
Dude right there came out the crazy Venus Williams play that I thought he had lost, and he cashed because he had. I got to be honest with you, and I know I want to sound kind of stupid because I'm trying to host a gambling show. I didn't even know you could get tennis players plus points. But Cloudman had Venus Williams plus a touchdown. And I didn't even know that was possible. But next time, somebody please educate your boy on that, because to get Venus plus anything, I would think that's got to be a lock all day. And hey, big ups to him for pounding that, and he made me. That's a stellar play.
Was that part of it? Was that part of his tennis package?
I don't listen. I'm not gonna get into all that.
That's my dude right there.
All I'm gonna say is he gave it out. He did give it out that morning during the show, and it did cash. And listen, at the end of the day, you know how we feel. I don't care how you do it. I don't care what way you did it. At the end of the day, it says win next to that cat.
All day. I agree.
That's what it's all about. Because you could be the greatest mind in the world. If you got a loss written next to that, you're an idiot.
Cool. And guys, after we get off the air, my boy Sean is going to have his show. He's breaking down some college basketball, so you want to check him out as well, you can. Going back and forth, let's just see here. We're going to we got Portland at Sacramento tonight. Portland is actually at 6:05. Portland's -8 to 8.5 points. 202.5 to 203. Ugly.
I know you're coming to me. I can't figure out.
I can't either. This game, I have no interest in this game whatsoever, brother. I gotta be honest with you.
What I do like is Portland came back on Friday night and they were losing the majority of the game Friday night. They were losing to the Thunder. They came back and they beat the Thunder on Friday night. Westbrook, I think, put up 41 points, something ridiculous. I don't know what it was, but it was heavy. Portland did end up coming back and winning at their home. I like that. Just when I think I got this Portland team figured out, they lose, and it would be right now this spot right here against this Kings team that they would come in and lose, and that's why I just can't back them yet. I'm hoping that they can get it together by playoff time so I can figure it out. But right now, guys, I am on the fence watching them, trying to figure out what they can do, and I don't like what I see, so I gotta recommend you stay away.
How about this one, man? We got the Philadelphia 76ers coming into Indiana, and Indiana's given 11.5 points, under over 188.5 to 189. I'd like to see how Philly is performing against the spread on the road. I know it's not good. I know they get blown up every time they go on the road. So
yeah, and I'm not taking them against the Pacers, by the way.
No.
I think the Pacers laid a smack-if down on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I think that it's probably a smart move for us to get involved with going the other way on that. You know what I mean?
As I have my girl Ronda Rousey, and I have it with 2 spots open because I know you guys think that like the Dream saw that -700 money line, and you think I went in and I put like $8,000 on Ronda Rousey to make $50. I didn't do that. What I did was I took her and money lined her and left 2 spots open to fill it so that I will make money at the end of the day, okay? Because I really don't bet minus. I might look dumb and sound arrogant, but I guarantee you I am anything but. But anyway, this will be a nice spot if you got a couple spots open. If you want to throw it with a couple other things, you're right. I do love the Pacers tonight in a money line spot. They should kill the Sixers. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I agree.
They beat the Cavs.
I agree. I'm taking a look at this. Let me just see the preview here. Let's see what Philadelphia is doing on the road.
And the Sixers got a win out of their system anyway, so it's one of those things where,
right.
once they get a win, you're good to bet against them for like the next 5 years.
Here's the other thing that I have with the Pacers is right now the 9 seed? They're 9, right? So they still actually have a shot to get into this playoff thing.
Oh yeah,
because the Eastern Conference is so bad. So this is actually something crazy that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So the Pacers have been playing much better ball, right?
Yep.
And then they're supposed to get Paul George back real soon. Part of me almost wants to take a future on them because it's like, $10 to win 30,000 or something for them to win the East. I mean, I know it's really just probably pissing away $10, but if they get Paul George back and healthy,
it's actually plus. If you go on sportsbetterstv.com on the futures part, to win the East, it's plus 12,000 right now.
Okay.
And my boy is actually minus 150 to win the East. But my boy is like dope, so I mean I get it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Taking a look at it, it's kind of crazy, but we'll go from there and we'll keep it moving here. Taking a look at this, so Dream, you know what? I may lay those points.
The 11?
I may lay the 11. I may buy it down to 11 and lay it. I may lay that.
Y'all some point laying fools.
Hey, man. You know what? Because I laid points the other night and I felt really good, and I actually did a straight parlay and I hit too. So I may do that in the Ohio State University. I may do that. Just
like I said.
Yeah.
Kryptonite, baby. Kryptonite. No! Get back!
Definitely, man.
I
definitely.
Can't do it.
I feel you.
Because every time I start feeling myself and say, you know what, I'm going to lay some points, the betting gods remind me of why I don't. Because I'll take a look at the ticker because the wife will want to like go to the mall or something, or I'll have to go out and shovel snow or snow blow as I see the snow starting to fall outside.
Yep.
And I'll come back and look at the ticker, and sure enough, the Sixers will be up 2 points. You know what I'm saying?
All
With 3 minutes left,
day.
3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
I feel you. All right, we got Golden State coming into Boston tonight at 6:05. Dude, Golden State is pretty damn good, man. Even against my boy, they were doing pretty well. Under over is 216.5 to 217.5. Wow, that is a lot of points for a total, which I understand it because Golden State's putting up 110 points a game, where Boston is 101. So that puts you at 211 right there.
Right.
But that is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points because Boston doesn't meet. Golden State meets their half, but Boston doesn't. And some of Boston's numbers are based on Boston playing awful other teams. And I don't get that. Here's the thing with this game, and I not to cut you off. You're right. Golden State is good. I'm going to give you that. I like Golden State like everybody else. We know they're good. We know how they play. They're on this is a long road trip that you're on right now. This Celtic team is very pesty. They do play hard the full game. So Golden State should win. I wouldn't get involved with it. They should win easily. Yeah, they should. But all kinds of. I thought Denver should have beat the Colts. All right, so that's why you just you never know in these situations. However, that total, I'm really liking the under, man.
Yeah, right.
I really like the under, especially if you could maybe you get involved with a tease situation here and remove some of the points from Indiana and add it on to this total. I really like the under, and I hate it because last time I did something like this with this Golden State team, I remember that game we got smoked.
Yeah, right. It was like 240 points.
Yeah, it was like, I know. I hate going out there.
It was like
dead wrong,
120 to 128 or something like that. We got killed.
We got killed. But
I know.
I got to tell you, I like the under. And when you mentioned that number, I almost fell out my chair because I just don't see it.
I think I'm going to play that with you, brother. I see a lot of games today, man. Like yesterday, I felt like, I was really reaching to find some stuff with 140 college games. Today, there's like so many, not so many, and I feel way better about today's card. I really do. So I'm going to get involved with you, Dream. I think we're going to do that. I mean, last time these two played each other, Golden State won 114 to 111. So that puts you at 225. So that's probably why that total is where it is.
Yeah.
So,
well, like you said, the knock on Golden State is that they don't play, they don't play good defense, but they will outscore you. So, I don't know. We'll discuss it later.
All right, absolutely. And my boy Marlon saying that the Celtics have taken 5 of the last 6 at home versus the Warriors. Interesting. All right.
That Celtic team, I'm telling you, they are really, really pesty, and they play really hard. I've watched them quite a bit this season. They play really hard. That being said, they're still not a good team, but they do play hard. You love a team that gives you 150% every time they come out on the court, and they will, and they're at home today. So, and Golden State is on the road, in amongst a road trip. I believe it's like their 3rd game on the road.
Yeah, definitely, because they played Toronto, they played Cleve, and they're playing at Boston now. So
right, 3rd game on the road. So they are probably now. If that was me on the road, I'd be playing, stellar. Because I wouldn't have to deal with, the headache drama coming home to the crib. My little man peed in the bed. I got to go get the sheets out the bed. I'm walking this morning, little man peed in the bed, because I took him to SpongeBob last night, and I gave him a drink that I wasn't supposed to give him because I'm a dad, all right? So I gave him like a 40-ounce juice drink. That my man clobbered all through the movie. Ate all kinds of snacks we wasn't supposed to eat because I'm dad. We go to the concession stand. No, we don't go to the concession stand. We hit the dollar store first because I'm cheap, all right? We buy all kinds of candy, then we put it all in our pockets and sneak it in, all right?
Oh, my God, that's funny.
While we're paying for the ticket, I got Skittles falling out of my pocket and all kinds of stuff. The lady looking at me crazy. So we get in the movies. Little man drinks all of his drink, and sure enough, this morning, my man peed in the bed. So if I was on the road, I'd be playing dope because I wouldn't be dealing with that.
Definitely not, man. We got, let's see. So we got Charlotte coming into Orlando. I've got no business even breaking down that game. That game is ugly. Definitely ugly. We got OKC coming into the Lake Show tonight, giving 3.5 to 4 points. What's the status on Russell Westbrook and
Westbrook? Out, yeah.
Yeah, he got smashed in the face. Damn, kid.
He got kneed in the head. He was coming off those 3 triple-doubles in a row. I have no idea what to think. I mean,
don't be go running. Don't let that force you into running the No Lake Show. By the way.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't touch NBA as it is. I'm not.
Don't go run into the cashier talking about give me some Lake Show. Just
no.
because of that, because the Lake Show is well capable of getting beat still.
I know. And Lake Show, surprisingly, is winners of 3 straight games, guys. So
they beat the Bucks.
They beat the Bucks, kid. Thank
I tried to remind you when you were going to take them to leave them alone.
I know.
Remember, I even
gave
you that text before the game. I said, "Dog, leave Lake Show alone because they're pesty at home. And that Buck team, who are they?"
I know, man. And you and I were all over the Spurs that night too. I'm just whatever. It is what it is. And we got New Orleans going into Denver. New Orleans is -5 to 5.5. That Denver team really stinks. They're really bad, man. 198 to 198.5. I've got no opinion on that.
You can't figure out the Pelicans, though, neither, can you?
Nope. They're really tough. I mean, they're above 500. They're winners of 4 straight games, you know. They're playing pretty good as of late, 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games on the road. But, you know, Denver is just, I mean, 2-12 against the spread in the last 12 games, 0-5 against the spread in the last 5 at home, losers of 5 straight. And, dude, you know what? There's better games than this. I think we found enough games on a ticket as far as hoop is concerned. And I think we got to jump over to the ice real quick, Dream. You got a couple of your big teams, that lost yesterday. I know you didn't mess with them, but they're not playing today, are they?
Not playing today on the ice. Everybody's getting a little bit of a break today. Real quickly, as far as the ice is concerned, I only see one thing that I somewhat like and I don't love. Well, I see 2 things now. The first thing standing out to me is the Duck Stars. I know the the total on this will be 5.5. Guys, I cannot stress buying that half a point down. I can't stress it anymore. It has saved me in so many situations with this ice. I've gotten a push instead of a loss. I am obviously recommending it. And I don't know if you guys looked yesterday or you've been watching, but the total's just been going over a lot in hockey, man.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of goal scoring in hockey.
I know. I've been seeing that, man. That's why a lot of these you're seeing some 6s on the boards now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So this Duck Stars, I mean, I know I say this, right off the cusp of we hit the Ducks the other night. That was Friday night. But Friday during the day, I talked about how the Ducks have not been scoring lately. And then Friday night, it took them 3 periods, and then they ended up getting like 4 goals in the third. And I was screaming in the middle of that game, like, why did I take them? I already talked about how they don't score goals. So I am giving this out, but it's a lean. It's not, heavy for me. It's definitely a slight lean. I would buy it down to 5. That's the Duck Stars total. And the Lightning are playing the Panthers. I like the Lightning to beat the Panthers up. So I would lean Lightning. I don't love it. You guys know I don't really like road teams in hockey, but I'm going to lean Lightning, as there's certain teams you could beat up on in hockey, and the Panthers are kind of one of those.
All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. I think we nailed it today with college hoop, NBA, and the NHL, man. So, dude, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you got when football's on. It starts on Thursday night or whatever, and, you got baseball ending and stuff like that. But, like, dude, we're busy 7 days a week now with all this sports. It's crazy.
Dude, football, what? Football, what's that? What's football? I don't even...
Dan,
really?
Dream and I have been commenting that, we're happier with hoop than we were with football these days.
Yeah.
So far, I have already gotten more checks college basketball season sent home than the whole NFL season this year already. All right? Yep. We ain't even into the tournament yet, and I've already gotten, loot sent to the crib. We already went out, bought some stuff with my boys, like I said, and spent some money, put a couple little things in the house, got something for mama. So, hey, listen, I right now, don't get me wrong, I love football to death. Sometimes you hate the thing you love. But I'll be honest with you, this college basketball right now and this hockey, the groove we're in, and my basketball has always been pretty decent. But my NBA more than my college has always been decent. But I'll tell you, this right now, I love the groove that we're in right now. A lot of things are really clear as far as the outlook of games, and I'm enjoying college basketball.
Yeah, and you know what? Since we've been on the air, the SMU ski line, they were actually plus. Now they're -1, and the line is going up. So I gotta jump on that real quick.
Yep.
I gotta jump on that real quick. All right, guys. So awesome show today. I really appreciate it. Both of you coming on and rocking and rolling on this Sunday. afternoon. I want to say it's getting to be the afternoon now. So looking forward to
hollering at me because she's got to get to church.
All right. So why don't we start, Dan, we'll start with you, and why don't you talk about your plethora of plays, and then we'll go over to the Dream, and then we'll close out with me, and we'll go from there.
So, all against the spread, as usual. I like points. It should be my new motto, my new Twitter handle, but whatever. Providence, Wisconsin, Oregon, Ohio State, Houston, and Colorado, all against the spread. I probably will find a way to tease some of those together as well. I'll throw that out on Twitter a little later.
All right, Dream, what you got for us for today? Let's see if you can keep it going.
I haven't really put my steam together the way I like it for sure. I'm going to tweet it out later for you guys, but as far as what I'm leaning and probably going to play, it'll definitely be the 2 big spots in college. Well, actually 3 big spots in college. We're going to do the Ohio State University money line. I'm pretty sure Wisconsin, if the center's there, I'm pretty sure that's going to be both money lines. And probably, I don't know if I'm going to put them in the close out with my girl Rousey or not. We'll see and we'll figure it out. I told you guys I do like this. I like the Duck Stars over. And the Ducks got a new offensive man that they picked up, I believe, yesterday. So that might help some of their scoring drought as well. You guys go do your homework, check up on that. Make sure you like it as well as I like it. Don't follow me blindly. Maybe you could follow me blindly because I've been dope, but but whatever. I want you to feel comfortable with what you do, so don't follow your boy blindly because you know all good things do come to an end, and my little good thing's been good for a minute, so I might be due to crash and burn, and I am cognizant of that. Also on the NBA side, as we talked about, I like the Clippers to beat the Bulls, man. I think the Clippers are going to kill the Bulls. As we did a show, I kind of talked myself into that play. I think I'm going to be on that. And then me and Hatter got to talk about this under situation. And that's about it.
All right, guys. So what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at, and I think we all have a consensus here that Wisconsin and the Ohio State University will win their respective games. So whatever money line parlay you do, if you got something open, maybe you want to take a look at putting that in there just for a pretty solid payout. But you know what? We got to make sure that Kaminsky's playing. If he is not playing, we will not be taking Wisconsin. I can tell you that much. And don't expect it to be a bludgeoning like Dan says. Maybe it could be. Hopefully it will be. Dan, hopefully it will be. But you know what? Michigan State does play good on the road. And don't be surprised if it's a little closer than everybody thinks. I love SMU. I am taking SMU point spread and money line. I'm going to do that. And I'm feeling the Indiana Pacers. I want to say point spread there as well. I'm going to get it down to 11, along with the Ohio State University down to 8 points. I like that. I think I'm going to put that together. I think I'm going to parlay the two and keep going from there. And that's pretty much it, guys. I got a lot of stuff on the ticket today. So just remember, if you got a day like Saturday, like me, and you were looking at the Saturday card and there was 10 times as many games and you didn't really feel anything, don't push it, because there'll be like a game like today, a day like today, where there's not as many games, but you love the spots a lot better. That's all I got to say about that. So,
and I know what you guys are going to do, because I know the times are going to dictate your gambling. Obviously, you got the Clippers coming out the gate in 1 o'clock, so you'll be all over that. And then 3 o'clock come the college games, and then 6 o'clock you'll move it out to the garbage stuff. So just go easy, watch yourself, pace yourself, take it easy, be cognizant of your times, enjoy your day as well. Try to as much as possible, as it is Sunday.
Absolutely. All right, so Dan, you got anybody to shout out?
No, man, hey, I love the whole nation. See you guys in a few weeks in Vegas, and let's just cash some more tickets today and keep this good week running. Hey, let's get it done, fellas.
All right, Dream, what you got to shout out, baby?
Got to shout out all my boys. Want to talk to my man, Mr. Dank, who started me off with some fresh money this morning with the football. So shout out to Dank, my man, Premier Sports Company. What's out there? The Kid, good morning to you as well. Almighty Kev's out there. My boy Clown Man Swag, what's happening? Player Betting the Dream, the MOB, Mr. Rousey. What's up to you? Gamblers Bets. Hey, nice hit yesterday with the New York Knickerbockers. I bet you won't do that again. Deeks Picks, Phillies Picks, Vegas Girl 92661. We cashed yesterday, and I know she was riding my coattails, and love to have you there, girl. Champ is out there. Randy Lockhart's out there. Papa Smurf is out there as well. Marlon, Jonesy, Sports Attack, Johnny Flipoff, Ben, Skippy Picks, Dante, Hockey Immortal, Gustavo, Crush Your Book, Bartholomew Swagger, Damon Dazenberg, Mr. Irvin, Mainmaker 512, Tony Enab, AM Action, OJFB, Sleepy J, Queen of Odds, Pockets Swollen, East Nation, Grind Till You Shine 20. Got my boy JG over at NYI listening with all that crew over there. My boy Uncle Dave, also Dave Altoona listening in as well. My boy B-Mac in Tennessee with Bobo. Hey, what's up to you guys? Guys, I am the dream. Thank you so much for your support. Always remember who you with and make the most of each and every day, because you never know when you get this time back. Because you can't get this time back.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And we got extreme picks out there. We got Bookie.com, James Harrelson, T, Bustin' Bookies, Armin De Niro, Chris Corey, Nicholas J, J Rich the Mayor, Almighty Kev, Direct Sports Solution, Pravi, AZ Wildcat 83. Big ups to you on the Arizona Wildcats. Lay it to smack it down on Utah, man. Not many people saw that coming. Joe Bergman. I've got Sergio Rodriguez, LVCC, Hockey Immortal, Buster Carr, Eddie E, The Odds Hustle, C. Rodriguez Jr., Sports Gurus, Papa Bear Spot Bet, Yodo, Clown Man Swag, Crush the Bookie, and the entire fake fam as well, who is going to be joining us in Las Vegas. I can't wait to be doing a show live in person.
Excuse me, not to cut you off, but my man, the fake cousin Pete, is on a soccer play today. I believe it's at 2 o'clock. It's in the Spain one. I think it's Villarreal. Whoever's playing Real Madrid, they're +2. If you guys are into that, if you're in some, I know some of you are. Get over there and check him out. Don't take it from me. Go do your homework. Go over there and check Cousin Pete. I think it's on his main page. Obviously check, First Lady Fake Fam as well, as her hockey's on point too. But yeah, he's giving out a 2 or 3 o'clock soccer game today, and I believe it's whoever's playing Real Madrid. I believe they're +2, and he's all over that.
Can you buy that up? Is it possible to buy that up to like 2.5?
Dude.
It probably.
Dude, listen, my soccer knowledge is shaky. Real shaky. All I know is he said +2. I think that's what you want to do. What I guess I think they're getting two goals. So he's predicting like Real Madrid will probably win the game like 3-2 or 2-1. So having him +2 is like, I don't know, +3 in football or something like that. What I mean? It's soccer.
Okay,
It's soccer.
I got it. Big shout out to Lou Dog, also retweeting our show. Guys, we are Sports Bettors TV. We are the biggest show in the world, period. That's what it is, and we're having an absolute blast every single day, 7 days a week. Guys, I really like these Sunday shows with the two of you. I really do. I think it's awesome, and we got a lot of sports, and this is just a little sampling of what you're going to see in Las Vegas. But you're going to see us live in person, man. It's going to be sick with all you crazy-ass people screaming. Unbelievable, man. The game's going wild. Just listen, if you lose some money on some of the games, don't be throwing beer bottles at the TVs, please, because you will be – the security's going to be laid to smack it down on you. Let me just tell you about that. Guys, we are Sports Bettors TV, sportsbettorstv.com. All the best lines, all the best futures are there. Take a look at it. We love you to death. Go out there, go easy, but get that money. Let's go.
Peace.